When you need advice, come to Ben and Kelly. It's group therapy on 99.7 DJX.
Yeah, Kelly, if you were to describe what group therapy is all about, what would you say to someone?
Well, this is a place you can come and bring your issue you're struggling with and need some advice on. We'll toss out our ideas. We have a lot of smart listeners who will give you some advice on what they think you should do. And, you know, we don't charge.
We don't. It's free. Absolutely. Hey, good morning, Casey.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for allowing us to get in touch with you. So what's up? Tell us, kind of walk us through what you sent us.
So I've been dating my boyfriend about 6 months now, and everything has been going pretty great. I just moved into his house, and, well, the other day I walked out to mail a birthday card to my sister, and I noticed the flag was already up. No big deal.
The flag on the mailbox?
Yeah, the flag on the mailbox.
Oh, okay.
But then I noticed that inside was a letter that my boyfriend was sending to his ex-fiancé.
What?
Yeah, so I took it in the house, and, like, I asked him about it.
Well, yeah.
No. So he told me, he said that it was just an article about dogs that he found, and he knows that she's, like, an avid dog lover, and that she's kind of lonely, and, like, what does it hurt to send her something nice?
So he's talking about his ex-fiancé, right?
Yes.
Oh, my gosh.
Like,
okay.
Dogs? Like, come on. So, you know, I've been cheated on before. My radar got triggered a little bit.
Yeah. And so, what did you say to him?
So I was all, you're not with her anymore. You don't get to send her anything. She's in the past. You're with me. You need to close that door.
That's right. You said that. Wow. You shut that down.
Yeah, it was something along those lines. I can't really remember my exact words, but, you know, you get the gist.
Yeah. So what was his response? What did he say?
He said I was being ridiculous. What do you think? Do you think it's okay for him to be doing something like sending her a random dog article? Like, I don't know.
Yeah,
I feel like I'm in the right here. Like, is there ever a situation where it's okay to stay in touch with your ex that you, like, don't have kids with?
Yeah, I don't know why he's reaching out to his ex like that, and especially it's been obviously over 6 months because you guys have been together that long. So why is he having such a hard time detaching from her?
Yeah, and he must still be talking to her because, I mean, he said that she's sad and lonely.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, how would he know that?
I mean, she must be saying something.
Right. No, I get it, Casey. I get it. So I tell you what, hang out. We're already getting text messages on how you should approach this with your boyfriend. 502-571-9970. And, you know, I hope that, you know, we can steer you in the right direction and everything's okay. And this is all just kind of a, you know, misunderstanding and things like that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm hoping that maybe it's like a one-time thing, but it would just be weird if he keeps sending her articles about dogs. Like, but what is that? Like,
yeah, Casey, you got to shut that down. All right. Well, thank you for allowing us to contact you. Let us know what happens if you would. Okay.
Okay. Thanks for helping.
Yeah, no problem. I don't know if I'm being too harsh there by saying shut it down, but I feel like in my heart of hearts, I don't know.
Couple
it's
things.
Like he had a lot of, obviously he had more than just a boyfriend-girlfriend relationship with his ex because she was an ex-fiancé.
Well, yes, they were going to get married. Here's the thing. First of all, snail mail. He's mailing her articles.
That means he's
did that stand out to anybody else but me?
I know. He's like clipping coupons and going, oh, she'd really like this.
Like, who is doing that
I'm going
nowadays?
To add in $1 off Charmin toilet paper. I know she likes Charmin, so.
Unless, you know, maybe that's his way of thinking that, you know, the girlfriend wouldn't find out. Second of all, when he says you're being ridiculous, I hate that because he's completely dismissing her feelings. Like, he should be like, oh, I get why you would think, why is he mailing something to his ex-fiancé? Like, how he doesn't understand that raises a little flag in her mind is a little troubling in my mind. But one comment here on Facebook, Ashton I'm best friends with my ex. I send him memes all the time because we like similar things. Of course, my boyfriend, when I have one, knows I stay in contact with my ex, so it's no secret. But he also lives 16 hours away, so there's that.
Yeah, Adriana's kind of on board with you. She says, I think it's weird that it was actual mail. If it was in an article, why didn't he just email it? Was it only an article or a letter also?
Oh, yeah. See,
right.
That's why I'm wondering.
That's why I said nip it in the bud.
Well, she's trying to. She brought it to his attention. And he's all like, "You're being ridiculous."
All right.
He's just dismissing her feelings.
All right. Well, hey, let's hear a little bit more. Maybe you're in this situation or you've been through this situation, and you can, give us some pointers here on how to respond to what Casey is asking here. With group therapy, 502-571-9970 or at Ben and Kelly Show. Boyfriend, girlfriend. I'm not even talking that. I'm talking fiance. Be like friends with an ex-fiance when there's no kids involved. Casey is asking us that because she caught her boyfriend mailing what he said was just an article about dogs, mailing like snail mail to his ex-fiance.
Yeah, a lot of people were like, why did she not ask him to open that up and prove that's what it was? A lot of people are just even questioning if it was indeed an article about dogs.
Yeah, people are very speculative about that. Just going, you sure about that? And are you sure it wasn't something else? I mean, it could have been coupons to Denny's or something like that. Maybe she really enjoys
coupons to Denny's.
Yeah, maybe she loves the moon over my hammy, and he saw
moon's over my hammy.
and he saw a coupon too for BOGO deal, and I don't know. I'm speculating, but
well, listen. April said, "I don't see a problem with being friends with an ex. They were a big part of your life at one point. However, there are boundaries to being friends with an ex, and your guy crossed it. Big red flag, girl. You better get some moving boxes. Get the heck up out of there." Yikes!
Now, Steve. Now, I said shut it down. I said shut it down.
Yeah.
Steven is all like, tell her not to shut it down. People will always do exactly what they want to do, and if you have to tell them to stop, it's not going to be genuine anyways.
Oh, now see, Jared, though, he said, I was married for 6 years. When we split, we had 2 dogs. She took one. I took the other. After I had met my current wife, my ex wanted to have visitation with my dog. And as Ben said, I shut that down.
Now, I mean, that's tough because I have children. I have a dog too. That would be tough to, basically split custody of 2 dogs. I've known people who have had visitation for dogs.
Yes.
That's a little bit weird though.
But that does get a little sticky. Marla said, OMG, a literal red flag was raised on that mail. Take it as a sign.
Yeah,
run.
true.
He's still in love with his ex. Not okay. Get out.
Yeah, Mary on Facebook comments and says, before you do anything you might regret, talk to him, tell him exactly how you feel, ask how he would feel if you were doing the same.
Yeah.
Ask him to show you the article and explain that you want to trust him, but you have past wounds that are hard to heal. Be totally open and honest about your feelings and calmly explain this. Give him a chance. Then, if you don't get what you want or you still feel you can't trust him, you have to make the next decision for yourself. I mean, I think you need to get the explanation, why are dogs so important to her that you need to be sending articles about dogs. And I also think, yes, shut it down, but I think time will help. It's an ex-fiancé, but I don't know how long ago they were ex-fiancés. It sounds like not too long ago,
Yeah. And here's the thing. I think he needs to not be so dismissive when she is trying to, share her feelings with him. I mean, he told her she was being ridiculous. So I think if he shows her a little bit of understanding, I see where you're coming from.
Yep.
And if they kind of talk about that a little bit more. Now, Matthew was all honestly, if it was my girlfriend, I'd end it with her. Last thing I deal with is a woman that thinks she can control who I'm friends with. If I caught my girlfriend going through my phone or my mail or anything else, it would be over.
Wow. Okay. We're going to end it with Bert?
Yeah. Bert's going to shut it down. He said, I would say, what kind of person is he? Is this outside of normal bounds for him? Is this one of the nice type of things that he does in general?
Yeah. I mean, is he just a nice guy? Sure.
Right. But I don't want to go against the flow of this group. So burn the house down, light everything on fire, all the stuff on eBay, change the locks, and go on vacation.
Oh, wow. Okay. Okay. So
Light it on fire.
All right. So thank you, Bert, for telling us how you really feel and then going with the flow of everything.
Yes, it's just like, listen, this group sounds really serious. I am not going to go against them. They all seem to be saying nope.
All right. So at the risk of being wrong, what are we telling Casey to say to her boyfriend? Or
I think she
saying,
needs to listen. They need to get better at communicating. So, she tried to, I think she was probably a little harsh and accusatory, maybe.
Yeah.
A tinge. And so then he got defensive and he's all like, you're being ridiculous. And I think if they both came at each other with, she's like, hey, I understand this person was a big part of your life. And if you want to stay in touch, okay, but let's set some boundaries. And then if he is all like, oh, I understand where you're coming from, then I think maybe they can find a common ground and just be a little bit more open with the communication.
Or if he's like, no, you can't tell me who I can and can't talk to.
Exactly. Then, it might be over.
Then it might be over. All right. Well, thank you, Casey. Let us know what happens with that group therapy. By the way, if you think we're completely wrong, you're like, I cannot believe these idiots are just talking on the radio like this. Our Facebook feed is open. You can leave your comment there at Ben and Kelly Show.